Thursday night under isn't just at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia right now, but here at the home of your Pirates. Welcome to PHS PTV live on YouTube, your home for Palatine sports. So the crew, my name is Emmet Jordan, to my right, Johnny Pellettiere. Johnny, you couldn't even tell it's a Thursday night on this side of the bleachers for sure.
No, it does not seem like a Thursday night. I feel like it's a Friday. I shouldn't be going to Supermont. But it doesn't feel like I'm on the opposite side. It doesn't seem like a big side.
Tyson Moore, solid return to get things started. Typically it's Stark taking it out, but Moore making a name for himself here.
After 8, the Pirates will take over first down and 10.
I'd like to see how Palatine's offense starts against this Evanston defense, who we have not seen yet so far this year.
The Pirates get the first down and 10. Palatine on 36-yard line.
Palatine has struggled in the first quarter. Not a single score through 3 games. Ball looking to change that. He's left up from behind. Nonetheless, great job.
Out there by not being called to find an opening through the Evanston defense. Let's see if we can keep doing that tonight.
It's just staticky. It's not the.
Resulting play brings up 31 for your Pirates.
Test. There we go. Okay, let's play football. Thank you guys for sticking through us with all that. As the whistle sounds, offsides on the defense. That's a free first down.
Resulting penalty is a Pirate. First down.
Look for the Pirates there. They've been coming up the field pretty well so far tonight. And that penalty just makes things much easier for the Pirates.
10 minutes to go. First and 10 at the 25-yard line. Reading from the formation, looks like an outside zone, but now instead they motion over Fager. It's inside zone. Ball can't find a gap. Gonna spin back the other way to the outside down. He made nothing into something, to say the least. A great rush by Ball.
Great job by Ball. He recognized something was going wrong with his original run, and he loved it. He was able to make a quick decision to go on the other side, and yeah, leads the yardage.
Second and 1 at the 15. Palatine marching down to Mike Harmon earlier. Person, if you didn't hear me, which you probably didn't because the mic was not working, they have not scored once in the first quarter through 3 games this season, and now they're looking to score on the first drive here, marching down steadily. Fager motioned over for the second play in a row. Elton gets the snap in the gun and gives it to Ball. Ball wrapped around and taken down potentially behind the line of scrimmage. Big TFL for the Wildkits there.
Looks like Evanston was finally able to find out what Dominic Ball was going to do there, and maybe the Pirates need to go back to the planning book.
Test 1-2, test 1-2. All right, keep us posted, Tyler. You're having a nightmare on the Mike side of things. You can still see the game, that's what matters most. 3rd and 1. Another 3rd and 1 previously. And I think they got him for offsides yet again.
Offsides on the defense.
Discipline already proven to be a huge factor the Wildkits not having it right now.
Well, this Evanston team is definitely a younger team, so it just kind of comes with age and maturity, so that might change in a few years. We'll see, though.
Five to go outside zone the ball. Willies has been able to find the blocking gaps, but he's able to take it inside to the end zone. One in the hold. That's one way to score. Great job by Dominic Former. I mean, he just been running the ball for a very part of the game, and proves well, and they finally get a touchdown. Lining up the PAT. Brown the holder, Pellettiere the snapper. And perfect execution on all parts. It's 7-0.
Nice quick start for the Pirates tonight. Let's see if we can keep this going now. Now we're going to face on the Evanston offense, who is led by their quarterback will be 2-2, 4.13 GPA. So, yeah, head coach says that he eats, sleeps, and drinks football.
We're hearing that my quality is better. Thank you. Wildkits will be just about near the NFL touchback spot. As Pellettiere leads out his offense.
Please report to the press box. We have your ID. Check the Ferrora. Please report to the press box.
Evanston struggled on offense last week, a 30-14 loss against Frem High School. That was at home. Evanston, a lot of home games this year. They play 6 out of their 9 games at home. You don't typically see that.
I mean, Palatine, we're playing most of our games, especially our bigger games, on the road this year, so.
Levatino to Pryor. Pryor breaks loose. Done. It's out. And that appears to be covered by Palatine. Take a look at it. And that is a takeover.
Looks like Palatine's defense has started off with not really much trouble, just like the offense had. Great job by the Pirates. Think quickly, get the ball back, and now we've got the ball in pretty good spot of the field. So
yeah, checklist. I don't think having that as your first play of the offensive possession is on it. It's probably at the bottom of an entire list. Is that just unfortunate for Evanston? Back in the gun. Look at this. Oh, run like a buck. What a great play on defense. Michael Pryor.
that is much different than the Evanston defense we saw last drive. Maybe about what, 10, 11 yards? Maybe a little more than that, but the outside offense just got to bounce back.
Michael Pryor, according to the Evanston Roundtable, was a big standout at training camp this summer, and probably for reads like those. It is very tough to read a play like that, and he made it look simple, like he was reading a children's book. Elter now taking it from the 45, 2nd and 17. Pass the ball. Ball taken off with jet speed and wrapped around. Just about halfway between the markers. It should be about 3rd and 5.
Certainly makes up for 2nd and 17. 3rd and 5. Not bad from where you were.
Well, never mind that, John. Apparently we did not see the marker flying down.
I mean, I heard the whistle, but I did not see a flag, so we'll go back.
Oh, it's back to 2nd and 17. Never mind.
Right, 2nd and 25.
Said it best. Second and a country mile. That's 25 yards. Elter drops back pretty deep. Slings it. What a catch by Moore!
Great job by Tyson Moore to bring a little bit of life here to the Palatine offense.
Something to note here. I saw Tyson was practicing these one-handed catches during the 30-minute warm-up, and I was like, what is this guy doing? Like, he's just being flashy. No, he's using it in a game situation and making it count, as now it's only 8 yards to the marker for Palatine at 36. Unbelievable catch. He made a great catch against Buffalo Grove, cross-body. It's Elter trying to catch the Wildkits on another offsides. They already have 2 tonight. They're unable to get it there. Time running on the play clock. 2 seconds now. Elter takes the snap. Gonna run it on 3rd and 8. Dump! See?
That's 2 touchdowns, Dominic Walk. Dominic Walk is to the outside. Bounce space. Bam. Touchdown, Pirates.
The PAT. Looking to go up 14. Heiser warms up the right leg. What's there? To Brown to Heiser. This again. And 14-0 with 6:04 left in the first quarter.
Well, after being down 2nd and 25, that fullback said it's 2nd and a country mile. Keep the stop the Palatine offense. They get another touchdown. 14-0 now. Pirates over the Wildkits.
Dominic Ball already surpassing 100 total yards. We are not even halfway through the first quarter, by the way. He is on pace for 800 yards. 800 yards today.
You don't really see that too often. Football games.
Passing.
Maybe.
Once in every high school. They keep it up at this rate. Ball might be out of the game by the 2nd quarter.
Yep.
Heiser on the kickoff. It's kind of a squib-like model. And here comes Pryor. Finally formed up just beyond 25. And that is where Evanston will try to start things again and not have it go like last time. Plenty of drives in football, plenty of times to fix it, Johnny.
Okay, it's a long game. And we're just under halfway through the first quarter, Luke, so.
Levatino and Timberlake in the backfield. Junior quarterback, senior running back. In the gun formation at the 27-yard line, 1st and 10. Timberlake takes a hard hit and still pushes forward, gets about halfway. Not a bad round to start for the Wildkits.
Gain of 4 on the play brings up 2nd and 6 for the Wildkits.
Offensive struggle. Last 2 weeks, they've averaged 7 points per game.
Evanston goes into this game 1-2 right now. For the fourth season in a row, starting like that.
I will say, looking at their max trips, they have turned some of those 1-2 seasons into first round, second round playoff years. So it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. And what I'll always live by.
On the field, Evanston calls timeout.
Looks like Evanston's going to get a timeout now. They're going to call a timeout.
Really early time.
Yeah. Maybe the coach just didn't like something on the sideline, didn't see something right. Wanted to talk it over with his players.
Evanston playing in their first event for football here since 2019. They lost that one 30-0.
Shut out one. That was this year actually against Lincoln Way Central. 41-0.
2nd and 6 from the 32. Timberlake and Livatino back in the backfield. 5:13 to go on the clock. Livatino drops back, tries to sling it. Pass deflected by Williams. Penalty marker flies. Nice little sword celebration from Williams, but we're going to have to see on whether this is the offense or the defense.
Did not catch it.
No preliminary signal yet. Let's see what they call.
No penalty marker on the
And
play.
that flag is washed. So therefore, it's an incomplete pass. It'll be 3rd and 6 from the 32. Livatino, not a bad look, had his receiver open, but Williams, he's tall, and he's going to tip that. Same formation as prior. Motion Timberlake to the other side of Livatino. 5:10 to go. First 3rd down. It's a short pass, and it's going to be for a loss.
Look, I don't know if this Evanston team is going to be making that many long passes on parts of their game. So, didn't think there was much of the long ball being used. We'll see if that trend continues here tonight.
Jacob Stark all the way back on Palatine's own 35. Returning this one from Jasper Barney, the punter. It's punt from the 30. Barney gets the snap and lets it go. Low punt, that's going to bounce forward. And it'll slowly roll its way forward to the 31.
At the Pirate 32-yard line, and that's where they'll take over first down and 10.
Stark kind of just lifts his hands. What could I have done there?
If Palatine can have another drive like they did last time. Last 2 times, actually.
By the way, Palatine fans and Evanston fans and viewers from all across, please let us know any feedback in that chat you can see. The mic's not working so great, anything of that sort. That's always appreciated. And so it's Wayne Donnelly, first down.
Result of the play is a Pirates first down.
Nice little screen drop there, and it's another first down. Minutes left. We're 2/3 the way through the first of 4 quarters. the sophomore figure. Not a lot of space. It's loose, and Evanston's gonna pick it up.
It looks like a Palatine guy got it.
Wait a second. Wait. Mr. Brawl helping us out there saying his knee was down originally.
And the Pirates recover.
Wow.
It looked like, I believe it was Danny Equivalent, or Destiny Equivalent. I'm sorry, I cannot read that last name. But it looked like he tried to grab the ball, could not, and Palatine got it back, so.
Wow, yeah, and I mean, going to the sideline, your coach is not going to be happy. That is a ball you got to pounce on.
It looked like he tried to grab it and just kind of missed it. I mean,
Yep, and you know what? That happens. That absolutely happens. I was watching Come On Man highlights on YouTube a couple days ago, and there was a football game a couple years ago. It was Louisiana Tech and Texas A&M, I think. And there was, I don't know if you remember it, I gotta show you it, but it's a fumble that happens to Louisiana Tech, I believe. It was at about the 10-yard, they were 10 yards away from the end zone, and they fumbled it all, because they couldn't pick it back up, they fumbled it all the way back to their own 10-yard line. It's one of the more bizarre plays I've ever seen on replay. As ball's taken down behind the line.
Loss of a couple on the play, make it loss of 3.
by Evanston
And some second and
to
13.
read Dominic Ball once again tonight. I mean, hasn't worked that well overall, but I mean, that's their second time getting to him. So, it'll be a loss of yardage. 2nd and 13 now for the Pirates.
Just seems to be just seems to be very inconsistent. I mean, ball will get tackled behind the line and then will break out for 40 yards.
Yeah.
So you can contain the long run. Defense is doing fine otherwise. It's just hard to stop definitely not a one-trick pony of an offense. As Moore, that might be another tackle for loss, if not right at the line. Wildkits holding up really well here.
Kind of interesting. I did not expect
play,
play to
3rd and 13 for your
fight the
Pirates.
door, especially like on a screen play, on a pretty much screen pass like that. But at the end, it really doesn't work for the Pirates, as they will be right back at 3rd and 13, or right back 13 yards to go.
Ball at the 35. It's not exactly field goal range, so they're in a weird territory here. We'll see how they play it out. Empty gun formation. Elter, the only one behind the line. Elter heaving it deep right side. It's nearly intercepted. Holding his hands on his head. Jace Meeks, the junior, almost got away with that one for Evanston.
Every single receiver there was going down. I mean, you could tell immediately that Palatine was going to look for the long ball. Obviously, the Evanston secondary also saw that and capitalized, and they stopped bleeding. Couldn't get an interception, but I mean, at least they got a tip on the ball, and Palatine's got a 4th down now. Looks like they're gonna, yeah, punt it.
And you know what? Play conservative right now. There's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, you're winning 14-0 in the first quarter right now. You got those 2 real quick touchdowns. I have no problem with that whatsoever.
But looks like we'll have to wait, as Palatine's going to use one of their 3 timeouts.
Pirates call timeout.
.19 to go. Johnny, I'm wondering, what do you think this timeout is called for? What are they discussing in that huddle?
To be honest, I think I found it kind of surprising they were going to punt it right there. So maybe they're just trying to. That's I don't know. But
I'm wondering if they're going to try to go for this.
that's what I'm thinking. That's why I was surprised that they were going to punt it. I mean, you're in great field goal, or you're in great
range. I mean, if
Yeah.
you have a turnover on downs, they are still 65 yards from that end zone.
Exactly.
If you're having incompletion.
So we'll see what happens.
And it looks like they're still lining up special teams out there.
Very interesting.
Here on Pryor, returning the punt. A lot of the Palatine players said he is easily the most agile and shifty player on this Evanston team. As Elter takes a tough snap and still boots this all the way back. Can they touch it in time? No, it's going to bounce to the end zone. Evanston wants a flag. A lot of confusion over here on the Palatine stands.
Wildkits will take over. Wildkits will take over at first down and 10. Ball at their own 20-yard line.
Levatino and his team in the huddle. First and 10 at the 20-yard line. Here in the final minute of this first quarter, Levatino gets the snap, hands it off to Timberlake, and he is stuffed. Nowhere to go, he'll get maybe a yard.
Great job by Palatine's defensive line to just smother the
Gain of 1 on the play brings up 2nd and 9 for the Wildkits.
Looks like Jalen Williams might have gotten the tackle as he was celebrating there.
You know what, something to note, I'm looking over with my brand new binoculars on the sideline. Philip Rolick is not dressed, he's not playing.
Yeah, he is. It's street close tonight. Don't know what happened there, but
very interesting. I did not know anything about him not playing. Levatino down the middle. It's bobbled and nearly intercepted.
Levatino's pass getting out of the hands of the intended receiver.
Close call there for Evanston. It'll be 3rd and
Intended for number 12, sure.
this happens sometimes. Drops it. Nothing you can do about it, but it's going to be in the touch for a little bit now.
Palatine student section seems pretty kind tonight. No Butterfingers chance, no nothing yet. 3rd and 9 from the 21. Levatino gets the snap, play action, immediate pressure from Farrell, makes a pass to Pryor, just can't hit. It'll be 4th and 9, and special teams heading out for Evanston as they'll boot and play.
That is two passes. That these are pretty good passes that were dropped by the Evanston receivers. And that's just unfortunate. Now you're going to have to punt the ball away. Yeah. Not the way that Evanston wanted to start off the game tonight.
Stark ready to take this from Barney. Stark's going to let it bounce, and it looks like he's not even going to play it. It'll roll.
And Evanston punt makes its way all the way down to the Pirates' 20-yard line. And for your part,
39-yard line. Forget all of you PTV viewers, please make sure to hit that subscribe button for us. It'll be greatly appreciated. Trying to hit 1,000 so we can monetize and eventually make money for new equipment so we don't have issues like an emergency mic per se, like tonight. But it is what it is, and we're functioning and doing great here just in front of the Palatine press box. Luke Jordan, Johnny Pellettiere on your mic duty tonight. Great rest of the crew with us, helping us get through. It's like a playground for this guy.
3 touchdowns by Pirates tonight.
Wait a second. Hold your horses. Hold your horses.
Sideline way. The ball is no touchdown.
Touchdown for Pirates. 3 touchdowns for that nice ball. Great run. Of the Pirates. 20, nothing.
Looking for 21 here. Heiser stares at the uprights. And sends it through the uprights. Pirates on pace for 84 points.
traffic ball now at 158 yards in the first quarter of this football game. Just off of all those touchdowns. 3 touchdowns, 158 yards. Not too bad to start the game off, if you're asking me. Technically on pace for 600 yards, which is still not too bad. Yeah, no.
Something to note about this Palatine offense. It's never seemed to be a struggle within the last 2 years. Palatine is having their second consecutive year of averaging 30-plus points per game. It's a squib kick. Timberlake bobbles it and now starts to carry it. To the right side he goes. Still pushing forward through it. And a solid return from Evanston as the buzzer will sound for the first quarter. And 1 quarter in the books. It's a 21-point gap between Evanston and your Palatine Pirates. We do have an injured player down on the field, just below the 20. Appears to be one Sox Evanston player, I believe. That is that's Unusual Shelton. He's down. Unusual Shelton, the injured player at the moment, is actually born with a contained condition. That's a defect where intestines are not attached to his stomach, and it took slow development for Shelton at first, but now he is functioning as any other person would be. A great story for Shelton, as he's been doing a lot of work for this Evanston team in training camp. He was practicing for both sides of the ball. He was also punting in training camp, but that appears to be the job of Barney for now. Once again, glad to see him get up on his own power. We'll keep you updated on Shelton as the game plays out. As of right now, he's still there without his helmet. Just talking to the trainer. As we head to the Evanston action. Gun formation, Levatino, screen pass to Pryor. Pryor gets through a gap, nice spin move. They'll get about 4 or 5 yards on the first completion of the second quarter.
Number 6, Pryor. Brought down to the 40-yard line. In the corner of the play, brings up second and 6.
Kind of 1 yard at a time almost, if that makes sense. Kind of just go little by little.
The break they go. It's second and 6 from the 40. Low 10 seconds left on the play clock as Levatino gets a snap. It's a screen pass to the other side. Pryor pushing forward, and it's a first down. And they'll move the chains.
Across the 45 down to the 47-yard line.
This offense is certainly looking different now for that first quarter. I wonder if their coach talked to them about something different, maybe a new strategy or something. But it's looking a little better now. Let's see how the rest of this quarter plays out.
Now 53 yards away from the end zone, ball at the 47. Lining up in that very similar screen pass formation, but now back to the left side. Levatino scrambling to the left. Pressure coming from Brown. He's got to heave it. And it's going to go incomplete. A great quarterback pressure by the linebacker, Jackson Brown. Very good.
make the quarterback think, be stressed a little bit, think a little bit, and turns out in the way for the Pirates.
Brown actually quit hockey. He played on my hockey team. He's quitting hockey to fully commit to this sport and volleyball. So, still a two-sport athlete, Brown is. 2nd and 10 from the 42nd, from the 47. Whistle sounds before the snap can be done. Tons of whistles. Trying to figure out what's going on here.
And there's a timeout.
Timeout. Looks to be Pirates. So the Pirates down to one timeout with 10:31 left to go in the second quarter.
I don't really know what they're talking about in that Palatine huddle.
Man, Johnny, I just realized it's still a Thursday night.
Yeah,
Sure don't feel like it.
not at all. That's weird. We got school tomorrow.
Now both sides march back out there for 2nd and 10. The offense for the Wildkits still struggling for now. Plenty of time to turn it around. Could this be the drive? Timberlake breaks off one tackle and is eventually swarmed by about 5 Pirates instead of 1. And a good stand from Palatine. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Maybe Palatine talking. Focus on a certain running back or something.
A little bit of confusion on downs here. It's definitely 3rd down. I'm saying it's 2nd. We're going to say 3rd down and 9 because it is 3rd down and 9. But there we go. We're good now. Levitino dropping back on 3rd down, looking to convert here. Got some time, flies it over. It's a first down for Evanston, and that appears to be Isaac Israelite. The catch and the first down.
That's finally Evanston's biggest pass of the game. Rather than the most successful down of the game.
Yeah, they've had struggles. Now with this screen pass, though, penalty marker flies. So Pryor gets a couple of yards, but this appears to be on the Wildkits. And it is a holding. They'll have to go back to just about where they were before. And that's unfortunate news for this Evanston team.
Either 3rd or 4th penalty of the game. That just goes back to what I said earlier in the broadcast. So, I mean, you just gotta. You're a young team. I mean, you gotta get time to grow, basically, I guess you could say.
Double the typical distance on 1st down. Back at the 49. Four-yard difference from where they were on that previous 1st down. Empty gun. Levitino screen to Pryor. Pryor down the middle, breaks one, and he's grabbed by his jersey as he's able to fly forward for a couple more.
Number 6.
It'll be 2nd and 13, 14, just about.
Ball spotted at the Pirate 43-yard line. Result of the play brings up 2nd and 15.
2nd and 15. Timberlake running into left, cuts back in, and he's held at the line of scrimmage, goes nowhere. It'll be 3rd and a distance.
To be honest, look, I don't know why this keeps running. I can't right. So far, looks like the Cubs have even been able to the Cubs play together. I don't see why they just go back to line. They're down to 21 in the 2nd quarter. They have room to play with that, so.
Yeah, well, you're going to definitely see some sort of pass here. Probably not a screen. I think they're going to go for the long ball here. 3 wideouts line to the left. Levatino takes the snap, drops back, escapes to the right. Levatino, he's got to run it. Gets by 1. Down the sideline, actually escapes out of bounds. Not a bad run, but it'll still be 4th down for the Wildkits.
It's like Levatino trying to find that. Palatine secondary was doing a really good job of covering the Evanston receivers. And turned out to be actually a pretty good TV state.
4th and 4, they know they got to go for it. Try to get a momentum shift to alter this game. Because so far it's been all Palatine. Big 4th down and 4 here at the 34-yard line. Oh boy, that's going to move you back. And it'll be 4th and 9 at the 39 instead. Full start on the offense.
Full start on the offense.
And like you said, Johnny, you talk about a young, inexperienced team. That's exactly what's going to happen. You're going to have a miscommunication in the play call, and it's going to cost you a fortune.
Can't stress it enough. This is the 30th, you know? They're just a very young football team.
It's the 4th penalty marker on Evanston. That's their 2nd one on offense. They had a holding earlier on. That's the first false start we've seen from them. The other 2 flags were offsides on the defensive side of things. Levatino slings it. It's a 1st down and more. Israelite marching forward to about the 15-yard line, and Evanston doesn't care about moving back. They get even more.
Like I said, Luke, as long as they just kept doing that long which worked earlier, it's the 2nd great play of the night. The run play hasn't worked great. The screen pass did not work. And they
Timberlake pushes forward. And now that Evanston side coming more lively, as they're inching closer and closer to that end zone for the first time tonight.
I'm Evanston. I'm stressed. You need to capitalize. Your best chance so far. You have to capitalize. This is a big play for Evanston. This is what we'll see if they can play in the red zone.
Very important. It's 2nd and 2 at the 9. Gun formation as always. Pass to the outside. Caught. Breaks off 1 tackle and eventually dragged down there by Kashmir Lamont.
You know what?
Really likes his whistle as he blows about 8 times for conversing with the Palatine coaching. Dick's 15 left in the 2nd. Oh, never mind. They just bumped it up to 6:29. You know what? I would love to hear what they're saying down there.
He's gonna get a mic on the refs.
And an invisible flag must have flew, holding on the offense.
I know what happened. I didn't see a single flag. Very lost. Very lost. That's 5 penalties for Wildkits.
I believe Palatine only has 1 right now. All at the 17-yard line. 2nd and 10. Levitino looking at the left side, heaving it to the back of the end zone. That ball caught! Touchdown, Evanston!
Luke, that's what I was saying. Just go to the long pass play. I mean, it's worked for you the whole game. It worked for you there. I mean, you got a great. Oh, wait, we're using the long pass play. Now it's got to adjust though. Now it's got people got to watch out for the receivers now.
Emmet Robinson, the 6-foot senior wide receiver, with a big catch in the back of the end zone to bring the Wildkits within a 2-score game. Now the PAT pretty is good, and it's 21-7.
The Wildkits 7.
Levitino now, 1 touchdown, no picks on the night.
Evanston back, like I said earlier.
Did you know, Johnny, I didn't know this. Sorry, Evanston actually has produced 12 state championships, the most NFL products in the state, 14th in the country, by the way, and they even produced a Heisman winner. Pretty cool. Clinton Frank was the 1937 Heisman winner. He attended Yale University, which was really in Alabama at the time.
Yeah. One of the pioneers of college football.
He left Yale University with 1,244 rushing yards, 937 passing yards, 20 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions on the defensive side as well. So it really makes you think. Everybody was like Travis Hunter back in the day. They played both sides of the ball, and it's pretty cool to think.
Yeah. Game back then, too.
100%. It's a solid return from Palatine. They'll start at the 36. Sure, there's been a lot of good products that have come out of the city in Evanston in general because Northwestern University is right there.
Big Ten football.
1st and 10 at the 38. Screen pass to Tyson Moore. Moore trying to be shifty, but he is bombarded with Wildkits. And he'll get a couple. Everybody looking over at the sideline. Audible appears to be called. Here's 2nd and 7, Elter. Looking right side, screen pass Fager. Fager breaks loose, has a lot of space, and he's tripped up. Great tackle there. That appears to be Jacqueline Felipe, the senior on the tackle for Evanston, and now forces a 3rd and short for Palatine.
Fager was able to get down to a few yards. 3rd and 2 now. See the Pirates first down.
3rd and 2. Ball and Elter in the backfield. Ball to the outside, breaks loose. Still going and eventually taken down by Pryor.
This part tonight, Evanston has not been able to read down the ball, which I mean, usually tough to do anyways, but
It's like taking a calculus test when you know nothing about calculus, preparing for that guy.
yeah. I mean, it's tough. So far, down the ball, most of our yards are made down all our touchdowns.
Under 4 minutes to go in the second. Elter, flag flies immediately, and they blow the play dead.
Penalty marker on the play.
False start on the offense, they'll move back 5. It'll be 1st and 15 instead. It happens.
7-3.
It's up to the penalty bench at first and 15.
You know what? Something we talked about, we jinxed it. We did an announcer jinx ourselves. We talked about how in that Buffalo Grove Palatine game we recently broadcasted, there were no penalty markers. 1 to 2, I believe. And we cracked that within the first couple minutes. 1st and 15. Pirates at midfield. Trying to get a jump, and they got it. They said, thank you very much. We'll take those yards right back.
On the defense. Result of the penalty brings up 1st and 10 for the Pirates.
Well, back to 1st and 10 like nothing ever happened. Evanston showing blitz as ball breaks to the left side. He's got a gap. He's headed all the way. 4. I said 4 touchdowns for this man.
Dominic Wall, I mean, right when he was able to find that gap, he just put his foot in the gap. Nobody was able to catch him at that point. Now, 27 in favor of the Pirates. How many touchdowns does Dominic Ball have, Johnny?
4. He has not had 4. He has not had 4 this season. And I don't think he's had 4.
The guy's got 202 rushing yards.
The halftime.
With Pirates now leading 28-7.
Thank you all for being here with us tonight. Likes always appreciated. Subscribe's always appreciated. Any feedback about something working or not is always appreciated. On this wonderful Thursday night. Send it away, Alec. Squib kick. Pryor scoops it up. Here's Pryor. Trying to find a hole.
Pryor on the return makes his way out to the 30-yard line.
And he appears to be tackled. I believe. Of course, there's not a 35 on the roster sheet. It's one of those days. It's one of those days. Evanston will start from the 30. Touchdown on their recent drive. A 17-yard receiving touchdown from Emmet Robinson, number 3. Gun trips formation, 3 wideouts to the right. Timberlake cuts to the other side instead. Look at Livatino making some blocks. That was an all-around effort play from Evanston. They had blockers headed everywhere. I'm slowly burning for this Wildkits offense nonetheless. Now 2.5 minutes to play. And to really keep yourselves latched onto this game, you gotta get into the end zone here. They have 2 timeouts and 2:15 to do it. Low pass to Pryor. Pryor now. Wrapped up by Davian Farrow. Davian is quick football. Yep. His senior year. And now 3rd and 4 for Evanston. Rewind out to the left this time. Livatino surveying his options. He's got to watch out. Flings it ahead. It's a first down and more. Breaking loose. Pryor still at his feet. And Kira Pryor just highlight after highlight. He's made some huge plays for this football team.
So far, it's been the star player right now.
And now running clock, 1:15 to go, ball at the 42. Still yet to use one of their 2 timeouts left. They used one very early on. They've kept 2 timeouts since. Back to passing. Livatino. Oh boy, that's going to be a pass interference on Rufus Clark. As Pryor's knocked to the turf. That'll be a free 15 yards and a stoppage of time. It almost seemed like a complete, I mean, obviously it was an accident, but like, they just fell on each other like dominoes. It was very bizarre. That is not your typical pass interference flag. Rufus Clark, a 2nd-year starter. He actually wore number 80 last year. So, quite a change. As now Evanston lines up, 51.3 seconds to go. 1st and 10 at the 42. Israel Light. He's going to dive forward. That looks to be a first down as well as he gets out of bounds. Smart play there for the Wildkits. And only 8 seconds burned there.
Last drive when they got a touchdown, so
2nd and 1, it appears to be. He did not get the first down. Ball to 24. Palatine needing a stop, Evanston needing a score. And a chance to make this game a heck lot closer going into half. Livatino dropping back deep. He's got good pocket time, and it's intercepted! Racing the other way. It's number 35.
a lot of guys back and towards the end zone. Got it.
And your Pirates will take over 1st down and 10. One great quick.
And now Palatine gets the ball back at the 20. And they'll just kneel it and let it run to halftime. And before we head to halftime, I'm still trying to see who got that pick. Here, I got it. Hold on. Oh, I can't tell who's that. No, don't be down right now. Come on, binoculars. I still can't get a name on who that is. That is unfortunate.
What's the score of the friend game, you guys know?
And now marching band playing with the 8th graders from Winston Campus Junior High for our halftime show. We'll keep the camera panned on that. For now, Luke Jordan and Johnny Pellettiere signing off. We'll be right back. Don't forget to subscribe. signals. We apologize, as always. This has become a favorite here at the PTV Crew. Come to like this
cameraman Nate has become notorious for finding the moon during this song. He seems to think it's cinematic. I'm not so sure. Oh, baby, we're back in business.
Hi. Oh. Are we good now?
Thanks, guys, for standing through that. Great job by the band.
It is an honor to be here, and honestly, even though Palatine is up a lot, I am very excited to see the upcoming plays in this football game. This could be very entertaining going forward, especially as Palatine starts to reach into their bench. We have a lot of talented players that don't often see the field as much as our stars do. It'll be amazing to see them have a chance to shine and make a name for themselves on this stage.
So Tyler, a little bit about yourself. So you're a swimmer, you're a water polo player, and you broke your leg this year, correct?
Well, I tore my labrum, but
Similar.
same effect,
Yes.
to be fair. Still, I'm on crutches for a while, but that's all right. It's a great opportunity to do this, and I'm having fun with it. So until I can get back in the pool, back with my guys, this is a great thing to do. And man, I love football, so.
Yeah. And you are probably talking or listening, my viewers, to the future president of Broadcasting Club. If he is to pursue on with it next year, he is a junior. A lot of us up here are seniors, so we'll see what happens. But for now, let's focus on now. I don't want to get all emotional yet.
Yeah, it's all right. Save the crying for later.
Exactly. So here we go. A lot of cheers from the Palatine sideline as Heiser sends it into the end zone. I don't think he's done that yet.
And that is a big step for a high school kicker. Touchbacks are very important at this level when kick returns are so prevalent. That's very impressive kick.
Center of the 20-yard line is where the Wildkits will start. A lot of players on the line looking at some sort of run here, potentially. Never mind that. To the left side it goes for Pryor, who holds on to it and is grabbed, thrown forward by Clark, and gets past the marker. First down, Wildkits.
That is a great fundamental play action out of the gun formation. He fakes the handoff, then immediately looks for his curl on the left side. It's an easy read. He doesn't need to do a lot of thinking on that play, and it's easy yardage. Great job by his receiver, fighting for those extra yards.
Right back into it they go. They know they can't be wasting any time here in the second half. And they'll throw it to Pryor again. It's too high as Julian Fay takes him down.
Very similar look there. Looked like they just flipped sides. Even the same receiver on that one. Seeing if they can do it again. That pass just a little too high for him to reel in.
Pryor, besides the absolute workload he has at Evanston, he also plays at Midwest Boom Academy for 7v7. It's kind of an off-season thing that some football players do. Rocco Paddock did that a lot, and he actually played out of the state. He played in events in Florida and all these other states, so it actually seems to be really cool. I've never looked into 7v7 football, but it seems like a good way to stay trained.
Got to stay sharp in the offseason.
Great tackle there by Jalen Maiden. It's a TFL.
That is a good run stuff right there. As a defensive lineman, there's nothing you'd like to see more than a free ball carrier coming right your way. When you're that close, not much the running back can do, no matter how good you are.
Third and 13, a 3-yard loss on that recent play. Ball at the 28. 10 seconds on the play clock. Levatino now takes the snap, drops back. Pressure coming. He's got to watch out. Smith couldn't grab onto him, and the pass is made. Running forward, Sam Schur trampled down pretty close to the marker. It'll be 4th and short.
That play's not going to go for a first down, but that was a very impressive play by the quarterback, showing great pocket presence, seeing the guy coming off the edge, then stepping up through the blitz, completing it to his receiver. And they're definitely going to go for this on 4th down, so that is a very, very high awareness play by the QB.
Dimitri Smith stepping into this game and for the injured Philip Rolek, who did not dress today.
And there's a timeout.
We got an early timeout here in the 3rd quarter. A minute and 50 seconds in the 3rd quarter action. Evanston's going to talk it over on a pretty critical 4th down.
It is worth noting that Evanston really likes to run the ball. If you think Palatine is run heavy, then you haven't watched enough Evanston football. They really like to run it out of every formation. Even in the gun, they usually run. That's why when they do pass, they focus on play action. short passes over the middle and to the sidelines, like those curls we saw earlier. But that run-heavy offense is not necessarily built for this situation where they have to make up scores fast. They are down 3 scores minimum, assuming all of those scores are touchdowns and completed extra points. So they got to get on it if they want a chance in this game.
Something to note, Anijel Shelton, who was the injured Wildcat earlier, looks fully padded up. He's not out there right now, but it looks like he's ready for call when needed.
That's great to see. Never want to see a player go down with a serious injury, so very encouraging to see him on the sideline with the guys.
4th and 4 from the 37. A big play here for Evanston, trying to inch their way back into this ball game. Levatino looks right. Israelite not there. He's got to look the other way. Here comes Williams with the sack. Palatine ball.
Now, it's hard to say because we're obviously Palatine fans, but man, you almost got to feel bad for whatever offensive lineman goes up against Jalen Williams. He is 6'6", folks. That is the same height as Michael Jordan. He is tall, and he is a junior. He might get taller. We don't know. All we do know is that he is an unstoppable force, especially when it comes to stepping up in those big situations. That's why he's valuable.
Yeah, he never even put on pads till freshman year. But he was already within the 6'3"-ish range. And they said, we got to get this guy on the field.
I mean,
that's exactly what happened.
Can you blame him?
Yeah. I cannot blame him, actually.
That is his first sack of the day.
4-star D lineman, 22 NCAA D1 offers. As now Ball almost broke away. Big tackle there.
Ball looked like he almost had a lane on that one. It is slightly surprising, to me at least, to see the starters still in here, but honestly, I'm not overly shocked. It's still a 3-score game, which is a very doable comeback for any team, really. You just gotta wonder whether or not they're worried about their stars getting hurt, but I guess not in this one. And Don Ball still cooking.
Dallas Amos on that tackle there. Ball takes another rushing attempt. Not much yardage. Evanston sideline happy about it.
Can't complain about that. Out of the gun, another run for Ball. Very similar tendencies in the gun formation for both these teams. They both like to run out of the gun. The gun formation, if anyone who's not very familiar with it, actually for run plays, is really meant for your elusive running back, a guy with speed who can break out. Doesn't need a lot of blockers in front of him, just needs an open space.
3rd and 5 at the 21. 3 wide out to the left, 1 to the right. It's a screen to Donnelly. Here's Donnelly pushing forward. That looks to be enough. First down it is. And it will be first and goal? No, 1st and 10.
Boy, Ryan
so
Donnelly.
Basically first down. Basically first down.
Yeah, Ryan Donnelly, a big wide receiver. He is honestly, actually, before high school, he played mainly tight end because of how big he was compared to everyone else. And what I think the most surprising thing about his play is they utilize him a lot on wide receiver screen passes. Not something you'd expect from a tall, you know, high ball-based wide receiver, but he has deceptive speed and can really get out in open space fast.
Donnelly tied for 2nd in the MSL West. 4 receptions as Ball is trampled. He's got 12 receptions coming into this game, and now I believe that was reception either number 14 or number 15.
That's a lot of good looks for a receiver, especially a junior.
Brennan Sachs, actually, the front wide receiver, leads the MSL West in receptions. He has 24.
That is very impressive, especially for a wide receiver. That workload is pretty heavy.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? That screams screen pass to me.
Absolutely.
When we play Friend, I won't be there, and it's an away game, but expect a lot of screen passes from Friend if you're there, because they look to Sachs a lot. And another great play by Evanston on defense. Whistle being used a lot here. Not sure if there's some sort of unseen penalty.
not sure about right now, but definitely noticed on special teams in these past few series. It's getting a little chippy out there. And I think that Evanston crowd is starting to pick up on it. Maybe not anything particularly on that play, but it'll be interesting to look at here late in this game just to see if anything, you know, goes awry. Got to keep your eye out.
3rd and 6 from the 8.
3 wide receivers left.
Ball to the left of Elton. Looking left side. Heaves it to Ball. Ball with a dash into the end zone. Another one. Number 5 in the game for Dominic Ball.
Dominic Ball, at this point in the game, has a bingo sheet on the sideline, and he's just trying to score in as many ways as he can. He already has 4 rushing touchdowns. Why not add a receiving touchdown? He wants the receiving touchdown title and the rushing touchdown title. And if there's one guy who can do it, it's him.
Might see that man on slow shade tomorrow morning. As Heiser nails the PAT. 5 touchdowns for Dominic Ball. 5 PATs made for Alec Heiser.
That is a great,
Sam
great stat.
Portera on that camera. Bring the Sam cam back. Bring the Sam cam back.
Always good to see our boy.
Fellow Broadcasting Club member. He'll be helping out in the winter come basketball season.
Dominic Ball, 224 yards in this one. A dominant performance. You have to think if they played him for the rest of this game, he can put up an insane stat line. Will they? I'm not so sure. But it's really the thought that counts in a lot of these situations, because it's not necessarily what he does, it's the threat of what he can do when it comes to all these plays, and it's a huge reason he's been so unstoppable. Every single play for this Palatine offense, the defense knows they have to account for one man first, Dominic Ball. What that does is it opens up a lot of different options, even sometimes Ball in the passing game. And of course opens up general pass plays in general, but he is a magnet on offense.
Heiser. Oh, this takes an unfortunate bounce for Evanston. They're going to have to return it now. Tour. Finally wrapped up just before the 20.
That kick was high and it came down flat. That's why it hit the ground and bounced straight in the air.
Rufus Clark, it appears to be. He's quite banged up, grabbing his right quad, now his right hamstring. As he's now helped out by the DB coach, Mr. Lund.
Hopefully he's all right.
It's 1st and 10 from the 18. Back in that same formation they typically throw screens in, but they're going to run it to Timberlake instead. Timberlake stretches forward for about 2 or 3.
Great job by the Palatine defense to find him in that scuffle. It is deceptively hard when a running back maybe isn't as tall as the other players on the field to get. It's easy for him to get lost in the offensive lineman and can really hide from the defense. It's why, especially on the NFL level and in the college level, really in the pros, you see a lot of really short running backs. It's not just because they tend to be faster, but because they tend to get lost in the overall offense.
Pryor in the backfield, motioned over. Pressure coming. Livatino trying to escape, makes 2 men fall. The ball comes out. What in the world just happened?
That was a gutsy play. Aaron Rodgers-esque with the pump fake. Not so Aaron Rodgers-esque with the fumble. But, hey, it was good while it lasted, I suppose. And he did manage to recover it, so no harm done, I suppose.
I'm just so confused. Could have used my binoculars on that.
Yeah. Need to get those binoculars out more. And if you can't tell, our play-by-play man, Luke Jorden, is very, very infatuated with his newest toy, pair of binoculars. he is really enjoying their capabilities, and we really think it's going to take his play-by-play to the next level.
Timberlake motioned over. Levantino, pressure coming, heaves it, nearly intercepted by Denton Tegens, just barely out of his reach.
Hard to say whether or not he saw that ball as it was coming at him. Either way, that could have turned very bad for Evanston there. Good thing Palatine didn't see that ball all the way. Probably expected it to not get through the guy's hands and fall in their laps, but maybe a lucky break there.
Jasper Barney, we haven't seen him in a minute, but he's back out to punt to Jacob Stark, who's standing directly on the center of the P at the 50-yard line.
Jacob Stark, a dangerous return man. Let's see what he's got.
He had a great return against Buffalo Grove that got called back. And he's not going to get a chance here. Once again, that is a third punt that Stark has not been able to return. I think they saw that one play that got called off and said, I don't care, we're not giving this guy the light of day.
I mean, if you want to see the play for yourself to know what we're talking about, you can go visit the PTV Instagram. We have that play posted, and we'll post highlights after this game and pretty much every broadcast we do. But yeah, that was one of the plays that we really thought was going to be a play of his career. Called back, unfortunately, but man, still a true show of his athleticism.
And a lot of that is due to our wizard, Emmet Jordan. Thank you for always helping on the graphic and producing part. And also, he's now our #1 soccer commentator because I couldn't tell soccer from cricket.
Yeah, it's really an area of
my
expertise
soccer
for him.
commentary.
He struggled, he carried me more or less when I tried it the other day. As down ball cuts it up.
Oh
He'll
my
cut across the
goodness.
sideline. He's out of bounds, but a great run for Dominic Balls. Had a lane.
Finally pushed out by Michael Pryor. He's got to be nearly over 300 yards.
We'll check with our stats guy, John. Give us just a moment. 267 on the ground for Ball. He's getting there.
This is your typical ground game for Derrick Henry in high school. If you've ever looked at those stats.
Yeah, they literally had to implement a rule for Derrick Henry in high school. He was an unstoppable force.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 26. Ball. Gonna have to try to escape the other way. And he is tripled. Loss of yards on that one.
Boy, we have seen him turn that play right there, that cut back across the field, what he was trying to do, into amazing plays time and time again. And we tend to take it for granted that he just makes magic happen back there whenever there's a tackle for loss incoming, it seems like. But realistically, it's not always going to work. And you can't be mad at him for trying, but you also shouldn't be upset that he got tackled there.
Couple ticks under 5 minutes left to go in the third. 9:33 p.m. on this unfortunate Thursday night. Gosh, hate that it's Thursday. And Ball wrapped up yet again. Good stand here on the last 2 downs by Evanston.
He gets just about back to where they were beginning. No, never mind. He's a couple yards short, but good job fighting there. And we'll see if Palatine wants to air it out here. Or is there a, no, I think there's a flag on the field.
Yeah, penalty marker in the back. Olsen, Coach Olsen looks really upset. I'm assuming that is holding on the offense and they're marching back, so it's definitely something of that sort.
This is a situation where Evanston actually has to think about whether or not to accept this penalty. It looks like they're going to, but if they didn't, the play would stand and it would be 3rd down. It is a 10-yard penalty for Palatine, but it remains 2nd down.
Oh, it's more than 10. That's an unsportsmanlike.
Ooh, and that is a 4th penalty for Palatine.
I can see why Coach Olsen is very upset.
Yeah, that is a lot of yards. Now I can see why Evanston did not decline that. Yes, that is a drive changer there.
Now back to 42, 3rd and 22. It looks like longer than 3rd and 22, though. Would you say, Tyler, from this angle? It looks like
I would agree.
Oh, never mind. 3rd and 30.
Wow.
They fixed it.
Quick change on the scoreboard there.
Elter. Heaving deep ball. Tyson Moore. Caught. Touchdown. It could be 3rd and 1. It could be 3rd and 30. Tyson Moore is going to be in that end zone.
Now, I'm not saying that Tommy Elter doesn't want them to run the ball a lot, but you gotta think that when he does get the chance to throw that ball, he wants to make the absolute most of it because of the run-heavy nature of this offense. And boy, that's what he did there on the deep post route. Beautiful play design, beautiful route, a beautiful throw. And that is a Pirates touchdown as this score gets farther out of hand for the Wildkits. 42, assuming he makes the field goal, extra point, sorry, here.
6 for 6.
Very nice, 42-7.
First-year kicker, 6 for 6 on PATs tonight.
Boy, for a first-year kicker, you sure can't tell. He does not seem fazed by any pressure of what's going on here. Maybe not the most pressure in this game in particular, but man, he's looked solid in all of his outings so far.
And the man on that screen, the core, Sam Forterra. When it's a good kick, it's a good snap.
Absolutely. You gotta give your snapper some credit, especially when it's our man.
And to put it better, it's more a good snap, a good kick, but whatever.
Absolutely.
.412 to play, 42-7, 35 points between these two teams. We thank you for being here, as always, with our wonderful squad. Nate Royer on camera, Emmet Jordan, our wizard of witchcraft and all that sorts. Myself, Luke Jordan on play-by-play, Tyler Schavione on color and stats, Johnny Pellettiere on color and stats, John Joyce, technical assistant, and Chris down there helping as well.
And an extra shout out to John here. I just recently taught him how to do these stats. It is not a super easy thing to pick up, as these yardages can get very confusing on a lot of these penalties and things like that. He's picked it up like a champ, and he's also monitoring our stream, making sure everything is smooth.
And that one booted.
That's a touchback even in the NFL, where that kick has to be even farther. And he is very excited about it too, seeing him walk off the field. His teammates are very amped as well. If he can do that consistently, man, that would be a serious asset to this team.
It's off screen. It's off screen, but Al Kaiser was seen getting very amped up with the sideline.
As he should. What a play.
First and 10 at the 20 for Evanston. Levatino hands it off. Breaking loose. That appears to be Shelton.
A stout tackle there. They still are trying to run out of the gun. Something they haven't done as much this game as I personally anticipated is run out of the pistol formation. They have really seen some pretty decent success with it in the past. They have really reverted into that gun-style run offense with not as much passing mixed in as you'd expect late in this game, 42-7. Whatever their strategy is, maybe they'll change it up in the future, but we'll see.
Equablad motioned over. Shelton pushes forward. And a good sight to see. Shelton was the one who was injured earlier. Hopping right back in at RB2. And he's getting some good carries now.
Absolutely, great to see a player back in. And man, he just proved me wrong. I was talking about how that gun run style offense hasn't been working as of late, but he just proved me absolutely wrong. I'll make sure not to disrespect that run in the future. I'm so sorry, sir.
Oh, Tyler, you'll learn a lot more about the good old announcer's jinx the more you commentate.
I'm sure I will. I'm very excited to.
Levatino. And the pistol appears. Shelton breaks free, first down and more.
Great run. Really just cut that up, had a pretty good lane, and they're getting good blocking on that now. Have to wonder if this Palatine defense is going to adjust or whether they're pretty confident what they're in. Quite frankly, maybe they don't even need to adjust. They're up so much, maybe just need to watch a deep pass. And even if they do this up and down the field, at this point, it doesn't seem to be mattering in terms of score.
49 yards from the end zone. 3 people in the backfield. Levatino, one of them, as he takes the snap. Gives it to Timberlake. with a lead blocker. He gets ahead, and he's past halfway. Looks to be about a 6-yard dash.
Palatine did seem to do a little bit of a better job getting on that one compared to the other ones, as that was a very similar play once again. And we'll see, again, whether or not they, keep doing that or not. But a good adjustment by Palatine's defense. Maybe not even a coaching adjustment, maybe a player adjustment on the field, just to get things sorted out, try and prevent those big chunk yardage runs.
It's all starters still in on both sides as we're under 2 minutes left. Look at how much that student section has decreased. Here's Shelton. What a spin move. Still on his feet. Look at Shelton. Great rush. And that's a minimum of 12 to 13 yards there for Shelton. Oh boy.
Some extracurricular activities going on here down the field.
Stole the words right out of my mouth, Tyler.
We mentioned earlier that it was getting chippy, especially on special teams. And we see it come out there. Not sure if there's any penalty flags thrown. I don't think there are. No, I don't think there are. They're just going to let it play. Probably couldn't tell which side instigated that. Hopefully that doesn't persist.
Julian Bay limping to the sideline. Definitely one of the top DBs on this team. Not good to see as he'll take a seat on the bench for now. Definitely a lower body injury. We'll keep you posted on Bay. Here's Shelton once again. My goodness. Shelton is doing a great job on this drive.
He really is, and that's where Evanston, as you may have noticed, goes back to, like I've been mentioning, that pistol offensive formation for that run. They've really been running out of gun, but man, that is a great formation that they've had success with, and maybe they're bringing it back late in this game. But Luke, you mentioned earlier that this student section does seem to be clearing out, and we appreciate all of the viewers still watching with us late in this game. Even though it might not be the most competitive matchup at the moment, we still love to have you.
We're having fun. We're having fun.
We really do appreciate subscribers. We're really trying to build to something great here in Palatine for years to come. Luke mentioned that I am a junior, but a lot of us are seniors. Really just want to make sure that our guys, in the future have plenty of resources and plenty of fun, especially, to get the job done and try to make this as smooth a process as possible for as many years as possible. So again, we really appreciate your support. It's great to have you here.
I could still very much be here next year. Not that I'm going to fail my senior year. Let me rephrase that.
Although that is up to
I might stay home for college, so we'll see.
We'd love to have you, Luke. As this third quarter comes too close.
Johnny's saying I'm not. He's a big Arizona State guy. Really likes that Mork Sun place. Yeah, no thanks. I don't need heat strokes on the way to place.
Me neither.
70 degrees. Yeah, maybe in like December.
Yeah. It's a little of an underestimate there, Johnny.
Three quarters in the books. This place slowly clearing out. But the energy up here, still lively as always. I'm going to sign off for the night, and Johnny Pellettiere and Tyler Schavione will take the mics for this fourth quarter. Thank you guys so much for being with me. Time to toss it to the other guys.
And we are back now. Johnny, you're back on the mic. How does it feel to be back, baby?
Feels pretty good, I guess. Back home. How did you feel, Tyler? How did you feel doing the third quarter?
Man, I'm feeling great, and I apologize to separate you from your partner, Luke Jordan.
Oh, it is quite all right. Don't worry.
Hopefully you'll be all right.
Way too much time with it, so
Now,
it's all good. But
fair
I'm cold,
enough.
though. That's all I know.
Yeah. It is actually getting quite chilly here now.
It is.
I think I think Johnny is actively regretting the business casual dress attire that he and Luke adhere to here.
This was Luke's idea. That's all I'm
Oh,
going
of
to say.
course it was. I'm sure it was.
Yeah.
I believe you,
he
Johnny.
actually
Don't worry.
wanted to wear a tie.
Evanston sets up in the pistol here. 2 wide receivers left. They will run. Cuts it left and slips down. Wow. Actually, we haven't seen much of that in this game, but in this JV game before this, you never want to see it. Number 40 will try and get you a name there.
He looks like he's in a lot of pain right now.
That is Dimitri Smith.
Does not
Never
look
good to
He is-
see.
I mean, he's putting a lot of tension towards his lower body right now, it looks like. But he is getting off into that leg. He's hopping on it now.
Looks to be the right leg. Hopefully he is all right. Never good to see.
I'm happy to see him on walking again. But
Yeah, more or less supporting his own weight here.
you know, we're killing it late right now. We're killing it on the student section. The student section
Yes.
is not as big as it was at the start of this contest.
Yes,
It was always bigger than that in the student section, as there has been total zero
absolutely.
in that student section.
Even with this depleted student section, we are still, I think, bigger than Evanston's,
Yeah, just maybe.
which is quite a positive thing to notice. Out of the pistol here, they'll run it left. He cuts it up, may have a lane, and he is in. Evanston touchdown.
Right?
That is 6 points on the board. I'll try and get you a name on that one. 34.
That would be 34.
Shelton.
Oh, wait, that is Diesel Shelton.
Yep, Diesel Shelton. Yep. Sorry, folks, I'm not completely calibrated to getting you names yet. This is my first time doing play-by-play. An honor to be with you, of course, but might be a little clumsy on these first few. We'll try and clean it up. But yeah, somewhat maybe will go down as an insignificant score here in this one. But for the Wildkits, always good to have something good to go over on film. You know, tomorrow, as Johnny, I'm sure you'll be thrilled for me to remind you that tomorrow it is indeed Friday, as it is Thursday now.
Friday. We have school tomorrow. Different. It is different to have a football game on a weeknight like this.
Yeah. Evanston out to kick off. We'll see if we see any bench players here in. There's someone in particular I want to talk about. We'll see if he's in for Palatine. Won't be able to tell until the offense is on the field, but never know. Now, Johnny, be honest with me for a minute. Do you think Evanston has any hope of a comeback here, or do you think it's more of a get some scores, make your offense feel better, and in general, settle down a little bit?
I like the option B. I just can't see it right now. I mean, we got 11:30 left in the game, and I just can't see it happening right now. But yeah, I mean, if they could produce something, maybe get a touchdown or something, we could drive.
It definitely wouldn't hurt.
Yeah. No, not at all.
And Destiny, the kick returner, taking a knee there. Very nice of him to do at this point in the game. I'm sorry, that was the wrong name. I'm looking at the wrong sheet. My bad. Tyson Moore, the kick returner for Palatine. Again, I'm a little sloppy on these. I'll try and clean it up. But taking a knee there, not wanting to risk a fumble, or maybe saving himself a hit too, wouldn't hurt. Looking at this Palatine offense now, it does appear that Dom Ball is still in. Can't get a good look at the quarterbacks. No, Tommy Elter is still in. Tommy Elter is still in this one. Yeah, these are still, yeah, as my man Emmet just pointed out to me, these are starters for Palatine. Must have some plays they want to try out. We do this in water polo all the time. We'll be up big. We try out things we're maybe not sure on in a real game situation, it's always a good experience and helps you clean up things in the future.
And then I'm sorry, but I don't know what the waterfall is, so.
No, that's all right. You will learn. As a run there by Ball, that should be good for a first down. Looked like more of an outside zone look there. What do you think, Johnny?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he looked great. I feel like Palatine's been doing that a lot tonight, and when they're going for the run play, it's going to be outside, especially when the ball is not in Dominic's hands.
Absolutely. Wanting to utilize speed here more than... Oh, and I just got an update, exciting update. I mentioned earlier that our guy John was on stats, but stats seem to be kind of fruitless in this one now, so he is on the camera, baby. It is great to see him on there. Just like Palatine right now, we are trying out our new plays, seeing if things work. As he has a great steady hand currently on the camera. As that run goes for, looks like 5-ish yards. Can't tell exactly, but Ball still continuing to accumulate stats. And again, like I said, we don't have an official stat keeper at the moment, but he is probably getting frighteningly close to the 300-yard mark.
Yeah, but it's all right.
Yeah.
My first time doing cameras.
Yeah.
Not very good at it.
Well, that's all right. That's why you're the analyst, man.
That's exactly why I am.
That's what you were born to do, Johnny.
Yeah.
Elter here in the gun. See if it's a run again. It is indeed to Ball up the middle. Stumbles forward. That is good enough for a first down. Great run.
Waste time on the clock for the rest of the game. I mean,
Yeah, might as well.
you're blowing them out right now.
For sure.
Might as well just make this game end early because it is, like you said, Tyler,
Yes, it is.
you're
Absolutely.
going to be very tired tomorrow. But that is quite all right.
For sure. Totally worth it, though. I will regret nothing. Like we said earlier, the starters are still in. Let's see what this one goes with Ball. And up the middle again. That'll go for about 6, maybe even 7 yards there. Ball, man, even when they know the run is coming, they just cannot stop him at all. What do you think, Johnny? You think he's one of the most dominant running backs we've seen? Yeah, I mean, it's hard to argue against it. He works in the passing game. He works in the running game. He is truly a talent. That's the reason he's going D1, committed to Tulane. Very exciting opportunity for our running back.
Very hopeful to see him. I mean, hopefully he gets in freshman year. Hopefully he gets to play a lot freshman year. That'd be great to see.
He's definitely got the skills for it.
Absolutely. I mean, tonight shows it pretty much. I mean,
now on the toss to Ball, utility in the run game and out of bounds, has the first down. Very nice run, getting out of bounds, avoiding the big hit. No reason for your star running back to get popped late in this one.
absolutely not. I mean, late and freaking just score.
For sure. And man, even late in this game, Dominic Ball still in. That is very impressive. Apparently a sideline warning against the Wildkits. Have not seen that before, I have to admit. Now, I'm not even sure what that entails, to be honest with you, but if we figure it out, we'll let you know. It doesn't seem to have a big effect right now as a toss to Ball goes to the right side, up the sideline, cuts it up. Ooh, a great run.
Ball still going with that outside run, like you said, the outside look. Late into this game.
They just want to get him the ball in space. That is their entire goal.
Yeah.
And a round of applause for the Palatine bench here as Dominic Ball, I assume, just hit 300 rushing yards. That is a massive achievement.
Crazy.
That is wild. That is not a number you see very often. And that is truly, truly impressive.
300.
For context, the NFL single game rushing yard record is 298 yards. So had he been in the NFL, he would have beat Adrian Peterson for the #1 spot. But for now, Blake is in up the middle. And this is the guy I wanted to talk about a lot. Like we just mentioned, Dominic Ball hits 300 yards rushing. Very impressive on the day. But he's a senior, so he will not be here next year. You've got to recognize that someone needs to step up and take the role. And the coaches think, and we all think too, that man is going to be Jesse Blake. He is a junior. I went to elementary school with the guy, has always been extremely talented at football. As you can see, he's wearing number 8 out there. He is not the biggest running back ever. But surprisingly, what his teammates will tell you unanimously is that his greatest ability is his body control and his ability to shake tackles.
I mean, yeah, I mean, size is not necessarily everything in this game. I mean, look at Dominic. Look at Dominic Ball. He's not necessarily the biggest guy in the field, but I mean, he's quick. I mean, he's very quick, but yeah.
Certainly the best player on the field anytime he steps on it. Oh my, and that is a Palatine single game rushing record for Dominic Ball. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Did not think we would see that anytime soon.
I mean, 300 yards, though, is 300 yards.
His name is in the record books now, and it's his teammates running to congratulate him. They are extremely proud of their guy, as it looks to be a timeout. Not exactly sure who called it, but yeah, we really hope here at PTV and here at Palatine that Jesse Blake is going to be very worthy here to the throne that Dominic Ball is going to leave behind, because that is a void in terms of running back, especially greatness, you know, that sort of thing. So,
Let's see. I mean,
but yeah, a generational night and a once-in-a-lifetime performance for Dominic Ball.
it'd be great to see him take his talents to New Orleans, play for Tulane. I mean, hopefully he gets to start that this year. Big.
Absolutely, he certainly has the talent for it, and at least for now, he is in the record books and a certified Palatine football legend. It is going to be buzzing at school tomorrow, because it is, Johnny, as I hate to remind
Do
you,
we have to keep
Thursday
saying this
now.
the whole, like, broadcast or something?
Well, Johnny, I know you're not exactly happy reminding you to make sure you're staying humble over there.
Oh, I am.
Yeah, this is going to be
Right now.
this is going to be a buzz around school, and man, it is an honor to witness that.
Absolutely.
Timeout breaks. Palatine. Blake's still out there. Have to imagine Ball doesn't see the field anymore. However, it also looks like, yes, Elter is out. Tyler Varela in at quarterback up the middle. And he will, waiting on the spot. He is close either way. Let's see where they spot it. I think they're marking him.
Yeah.
Did they give it to him? Yeah,
Oh, wow.
move the chains. Tyler Varela up the middle. First down. First play in the game for Tyler Varela, the quarterback. He's got a great arm. Also a junior. Could be, you know, a threat to start
Yeah.
at some point here in his career at Palatine High School.
Definitely possible. Kid with a lot of potential. And
Cody Drexler in there at running back, taking the carry up the middle, and he's getting pushed forward. Great effort. That is a great effort late from this Palatine O-line. Wasn't paying the closest attention to it. You got to wonder if they got some fresh linemen in there as well. 'Cause that was a big push late in the game.
yeah, absolutely. Very curious. I mean, it seems like I'm just going to probably go with the same strategy that we're doing with just using all your reserves, letting our starters stick. And this game's pretty much over.
Absolutely. Spreading the ball around is going to be a big part of what they're trying to do late here.
That's what you got to do, especially with the development from some of these younger guys, you know, later since Palatine. I mean, a lot of our big guys, I mean, are seniors, so they're not going to be here next year. I mean, develop them for next year. And yeah, this is good. This is really good.
Yeah, absolutely. One slot receiver, 2 receivers out wide. 1 on the left, 2 on the right. Drexler's still in the backfield here, as he does receive the handoff up the middle and is down. Looks like he got about 2 yards. Going to be third and about a yard. Gotta wonder if we see, just like that first play he was in, the Tyler Varela sneak up the middle out of the gun. A quarterback power, really, not a sneak. My apologies, but it worked once. I don't see why it wouldn't work again.
Well, yeah, let's see what happens. And this is the time where you just experiment. Start, Tyler.
Nah, it's all right. It's an honor. Out to the sideline, and he cuts and he's in. That is number 28, Malik Miles. What a touchdown. Great read on those blocks. Very good play. Great vision from the running back there. You love to see it. Another potential suitor for the running back spot in these coming years, Malik Miles.
Great to see the future of this program when we leave. Getting it done. And it just widens the gap in this game right now. 48-14.
For sure. And another glance at the student section. It's a wasteland out there, but luckily it's not the absolute
Everything here
it's
is
not the absolute desert that it is over there at Evanston. So we'll take what we can get.
kind of looking like desert right now, though. Based off what I'm seeing. Definitely not the crowd that we saw.
Extra point is good. Malik Miles on the sideline getting love from his teammates. Doesn't get a ton of touches, but whoa, that was almost a kickoff of all kickoffs. That almost settled at the 1 yard line. Actually, I don't think that was the 1 yard line. I think you would have had to get a ruler out to measure how close that was to the end zone. Either way, a touchback. A fantastic kick there. As this game keeps winding down, Johnny, it's been an honor to work with you. You know, a small piece of Johnny and Tyler lore. We actually played golf together once upon a time. We were on the Palatine golf team. Not so much anymore, but man, you were my inspiration, Johnny.
Thank you.
I learned all my tricks from you.
Appreciate it. Well, here we are now. So,
Yeah, together again.
I'm gonna be graduating this year.
Yeah.
Here, that's weird.
Well, I'll miss you around here.
I'll miss you too, Tyler.
49, Evanston in motion here. Looks like a different quarterback in now, trying to get guys some reps. Yeah, number 15 in at quarterback for Evanston. Daryl Harmon. Yeah. Good call, Johnny. QB and line. That is an interesting combination. Boy. Defensive back. That's more typical, but QB linebacker. Man, hopefully our defense doesn't realize that, because if they realize he's a linebacker and he starts taking off running, might be a little hesitant to hit him. I personally might make a couple business decisions if I was out there having to try and tackle him. Might accidentally trip on the turf if he catch my drift instead of trying to tackle that guy. As up the middle, there he is. Like I was just saying.
Just like that.
Luckily, they did not linebacker, and they managed to make the tackle. Don't know if I would have been so brave myself as we have a Palatine man moving off the field now, Isaiah Farrow. It's all right.
The results of the play,
You know what?
first down.
Ignorance is bliss, so just don't tell your players that.
Yeah, I
Go
wouldn't
at
either.
him.
Hopefully Farrow are right. Looks like a cramp by the look we're getting on the sideline.
Yeah.
Hopefully everything's all right. Nothing too serious. Evanston back out here. Exclusively in the gun formation on this drive so far. Takes the snap, run up the middle again. Very nice run. Very similar play design out of the gun there. That is a true quarterback power to the left, using those offensive linemen to get those second level blocks running out in front of the quarterback. Another great run by Daryl Harmon. Really, this seems to be one of the strongest parts of his game for sure, as he has broken off 2 big runs here.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we're going back to that that linebacker.
Yeah, that is really awesome.
Part of the run game.
A couple Palatine players posing for a photo. Don't blame them.
Well, at this point, 30 left, 49-14.
Run to the outside. Daryl Harmon. Man,
41.
if we didn't already know he was a linebacker, we just found it out there. Lowering the shoulder. He is broke off, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 3 consecutive first down runs on quarterback runs for him. Maybe it's not our starting defense in there, but not their starting offense either. And this is a rather impressive drive here late. Daryl Harmon pretty much putting this Evanston team on his back here at this point. Still in the gun, 3 wide receivers. No, my bad. 2 wide receivers right, 1 left, and a tight end in there on the right. Harmon takes the snap, and they will hand it off this time. Up middle, and good gain. A solid Evanston run. Marked at 6 yards for gain. Here we go. 2nd and 4 for this Evanston team. Daryl Harmon to take the snap. He's had some really great runs so far. Let's see if he looks to do it again, but might not get the chance, as that is a delay of game. Pretty common mistake for a less experienced quarterback in these varsity game situations. Can't completely blame him for that. He's not in his rhythm as much.
It does bring the Evanston Wildcats penalty count to it. And we don't want this against
No.
high, very high. Total penalties for this game.
Yeah, lots of
Is
penalties.
well, very high.
Yeah, lots of penalties in this one. Not sure why. Might just be a coincidence. We'll see. Daryl Harmon to take the snap. And he will run up the middle. He's had a lot of success with it so far. And goes left, cuts it up, sheds a tackle, sheds another, sheds a third, sheds a fourth. Breaking 4 tackles on his way to the sideline. My goodness, Daryl Harmon. He has done that 4 times, and it has got him a first down on every play. Evanston now in very, very viable scoring position here.
Like whenever you want a quarterback who's running, you're going to want Daryl Harmon. I mean,
Apparently. Man.
Not too bad. I mean, he's very curious to how many yards he's rushed for since he came into the game.
Folks, you might want to consider picking him up on your fantasy teams. He is recording some serious, serious stats.
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah, I would also, yes, I also would do that. As Harmon up the middle again, and he will score. Daryl Harmon. Really, a deserved score for him. He was the Evanston offense on that drive. Must have had over 50 yards rushing. I mean, on one drive, that's rather impressive. And they are going to go for 2. But man, Daryl Harmon, how about him? Shedding 4 tackles on his way to that second to last run. That set him up for the easy touchdown score. Very, very impressive work by the quarterback. still talking it over, but it does appear like they are going to go for 2. I could be wrong. I'm going to steal Luke's binoculars here. These do indeed work. Yes, it does appear they are going to go for 2. I don't see the kicker on the field. I wonder if they're going to look at the Harmon run up the middle, or really any Harmon run at all. It's worked out so far, John. See what they look for. And the gun again. 2 wideouts right, 1 to the left. Here we go, up the middle. And there it is. But he comes up short. Yes, comes up slightly short. The first Daryl Harmon run of the day that could be deemed even remotely unsuccessful. I guess it had to end sometime, but what an impressive string of plays for him. Big shout out to the Evanston quarterback coming in here. Really putting the team on his back here late. Score is now 49-20. And student section update.
There are only fans in the standing area of the student section.
Yes.
Maybe a few people standing up there.
Still
but
some people.
is very desolate right
I
now.
would say more than
More than the Evanston student section.
more than the Evanston
Even
student
at the
section.
start of this game. So
Yes, even at the start of this game, when the score was 0-0, we still were dominating the student section. Are we the home team? Yes. But still, our student section shows out pretty good for away games, so we'll count it as even game. 25 seconds left in this quarter. In this game as a whole, a dominant performance for Palatine. And for one man in particular, Dominic Ball won't see the field again. Or at least you hope not. He deserves a long, long break. All right, here comes the kick. It is a squib kick. Can be rallied and given up right there by the Palatine player. That is Cole Fager rallying that one. He has been a surprisingly good wide receiver here in this Palatine season. And again, huge shout out to everyone watching. 123 viewers. I mean, this late in the game. Yes, as Emmet just pointed out to me, I'm pretty sure there are more of you watching at home than our student section here. Probably never happened before in PTV history that we have actually outpopulated the student section. Actually, yes, everybody in general in this stadium. And that is a Pirate kneel down, as it should be, as a Palatine win 49-20. But the man of the game, for sure, is Dominic Ball. It looks like he's going to lead the team for handshakes now, and as he should. A standout performance, a record-breaking performance. Over 300 yards. Unbelievable. Small chance you'll ever see something like that again. But if it ever does happen again, we're hoping to catch it on PTV. So thank you all for joining us. It has been a pleasure to make my football debut with you all. Thank you for watching. From all of us here at PTV, Tyler Schavione, Darling Pellettiere, and Luke Jorden. And all of our guys behind the scenes, Emmet, John, everyone here, Nate, our cameraman. Good night.
getting a ride home, you're welcome. Actually, all jokes aside, we need to get on. Like, I want to go home. Unplug everything. Good night.